close guard arm across, which is basically, I want to get the arm across here, the cross body, okay? It's probably the best static position you can get in close guard. You can get that arm across body, okay? From there, we've got a few options that we can start to look for to finish, okay? We can go for the arm bar, okay? So we can start to climb up the body, start getting our angle, get into what we call high guard, where I've trapped, the shoulder is free, and I can start looking to attack the arm bar. We've got opportunity to attack the back and work to get on top this way. And there's the flower sweep where we take our opponent over and get towards mount, okay? So there's 3 attacks that we can go for. Generally, it's going to be dependent upon how your opponent reacts once you start to get the arm across, okay? So when we get the arm across, if he's kind of trying to posture up a little bit, then often that's a great time to start to look for this high guard and then into the arm bar, okay? If he stays kind of hunkered back and staying low, usually you start getting up to the back. If they drive towards you, then we usually look to take them over, okay? So you have to play these 3 attacks off each other, okay? There's too many details to go through all of those today, but just keep in mind that's the kind of broad strategy we're working with from here. I'm gonna go through arm across to the back today, okay? So first, getting the arm across. So this is actually probably the hardest part. Once the arm's across, it actually is probably more likely to be in your favor. The hard thing is getting that elbow past your midline here, okay? So 2 things they're usually gonna block with, their hand, you know, sometimes they'll grip on your armpit like this, and then obviously I can't pull it across. Even sometimes you get the hand floating, but they'll drop their elbow down, and you can't get the elbow across, and that's gonna make it difficult too, okay? So, to get rid of the hand, we'll start with the hand in our armpit. We're gonna reach our hand up, like this, and reach to the wrist here. And now, like, by moving away from it, I can start to disengage the hand, okay? I'm not gonna be able to pull this off here, okay? So I reach my left hand up, disengage the hand, and then I can come 2-on-1 on the hand here, okay? Then Marcus is gonna drop his elbow down, okay? And that's gonna make it difficult to get the arm across, right? So as quick as you can, once you control the hand, we wanna get underneath the elbow. See, I'm like putting my elbow down to stop it dropping low, okay, like this, right? And once I've got this elbow grip, it's hard for him to now put it down to the side. Even if it is just a little bit down, like if we're just here, we still have a chance to get it, okay? Right? To get it across from here, I will pop my hips up and see how it's like wedged here? I can't push across. When my hips come up and then I drop quickly, there's like a gap. So you kind of like pop up, drop, and start taking the arm across, okay? So again, it's here. I'm gonna take the wrist, reach under, and then go onto the elbow, trying to stop the elbow dropping to the ground. He's gonna still drop it low, so he's gonna kind of drop that in here. I'm gonna pop my hips up, and as my hips drop, I'm gonna start to pull the arm across. Now, the key thing when you pull the arm across that I want you guys to focus on is it's not just, I'm not trying to like pass it out here. I want to fold it, okay? This takes away his ability to post, because I need to not only get the arm across, but break posture too. There's no point having the arm across, sit up. Like this isn't gonna be good for me, okay? He's gonna get that arm back very easily. I need posture broken, and anything, if he can post on this shoulder, if he can use this hand to post, anything here, I'm gonna find it hard to get him down, even if I get the arm across. So, as we get the arm across, I wanna like fold it down towards my hip, so he can't post high with that arm. And then what breaks the posture, I'm pulling my knees to my chest, okay? I've locked that in. So again, here, I'm gonna go 2-on-1, control the elbow, fold it across and down, and pull the knees to the chest, okay? Once we're there, last thing we're gonna do, reach over towards the far armpit and get our hips out to the side. Do it once more. If you can have your partner just very lightly dropping their elbow down as you do this. So we're gonna go here, okay, and you have to pop your hips and work through to get this position. Right. Let's do that for 3 minutes and we'll come back and we'll work on how to take the back. Okay. All right, so occasionally if it's difficult, you can hold the head and the elbow just to keep their posture. Unlock your legs and do like a little hip out to try to free the elbow as well, okay? It's hard to do that with this, okay? Just when I do this, I'm giving a lot of space. It's hard to kind of open my guard if I'm just holding the arm, right? I'd want to hold on to the head nice and tight and try to hip out to get that. But more commonly, if you can, you get this 2-on-1. As you fold it and pull across, we get our knees to our chest and I start reaching towards this far armpit. Okay, so now really 2 important things pretty much that have remained constant. I need to keep the arm across now, and I need to not let him posture. Okay, because if he postures up, then he's going to get the arm back. Okay, but there's often a big gap, so I'm going to go to the back, but I don't want any space between our 2 bodies opening up. So if I leave a space here, Marcos just pulls his arm back and he's back into basically where we started. Okay, so I need to actually be pretty much constantly using my feet to curl my hips in closer. So actually, like imagine I'm back heeling, but it's actually trying to pull my hips close. So there's very little space behind where my hips are. And I need to be using my arm or even my arms to start pulling my chest in tight too. Okay. So if I'm doing this and Marcos tries to free that elbow, it should be stuck. He's not getting that free. Right. So I often actually, if we just turn a bit, I often actually connect my hands together under the far armpit just to get that tightness first. Okay, so first, before you think about going to the back, if I just get here and I start going to the back, I often have a lot of space. Okay, see how I've like moved away? This is no good. I want to actually first just like lock up, make sure it's tight. I'll even climb my legs a bit just so I can really curl in. Okay, so now if he's trying to free that elbow, I feel like he's got 0 chance of doing that. Okay, now that I've locked this in, my left arm's going to go as deep as possible. And I'm going to start trying to get up on my right hand. Okay. You'll be on your elbow. Sometimes it's on your hand. Okay, usually a bit later you will be up on your hand. Okay, it's important to try to bring this above your head to get up, not below, because you can get stuck trying to go back like this. Okay, so we're going to go from here. So we've got the arm across. We connect here. I'm going to climb my hips to get out to the side a little bit. Change this one deep. Arm above my head and forward pressure here still. Yeah, see I'm leaning into him, not like this. Okay, leaning forward. I'm now going to get up. All right, this is probably the tricky bit. Okay, you need to, as I get up, this leg has to go. See how my knee's on this side of the body? I want my knee ending up on. If I'm on the back, I need my knee out on this side. Okay, so I'm basically going to get up and retract my knee across like that. Okay, so I'll just do that without you for a moment. So I basically need to go from here to up and out like that. Okay, and that movement will come from my top leg. So my top leg is over the back here, so it's like a kind of back heel, up and around. Okay, you're going to be pulling yourself up with this armpit grip, and you also push off your hand as you start to get around the corner, and you end up on the back here. Okay, it's a little awkward, the actual back take. You can look for a body triangle sometimes. I would just focus on making sure this far underhook becomes really tight, because this is what's going to stop you falling off. Okay, from there we can start looking for hooks and breaking our opponent down. Okay, kind of won't go into that in too much detail, but it'll feel a bit awkward, but you're in really good position. So we go from here, we take the arm, okay, looking to the elbow. If we need to, we pop our hips up, fold, reach to the far armpit. I'm going to secure it, get everything tight, and climb my hips out and pull my hips tight. So everything's driving forward here. Okay, once I'm there, change to the armpit, like a deep grip, arm above the head. Okay, I'm going to push off my top leg as I come up and retract my hip, pulling myself up onto the back. Okay, from here, we're working to the back. Okay. Practice that. I want you to practice one other thing as well, just because we did this yesterday and some people had issues as a defense if Marcos holds my arm. Okay, so you imagine Yeah, just grab onto this arm and hold it really tight. Yeah, so he holds that arm and then I can't get up because of that, okay? And a lot of people are getting stuck here. If that's the case, I pretty much want to push, I move a bit higher. I'm going to push into his head with my chest. So basically my chest's going to do that on his head and my arm's going to start to retreat, okay? But I'll kind of show. So we're here like this, I'm going to start climbing and start working my chest coming forward here. So see how my chest starting to pressure the head, and I can start to keep good forward pressure as I retract that arm. My arm pretty much goes straight, so he can't hold on. It doesn't have like a good anchor to actually grip onto. And like a little kind of like this, you're unwinding any grip they've got. Okay, so that was the most common problem people have, so I thought I'd address that now. And maybe play around with that. So person on bottom is going to hold the arm. We're going to go from a bit lower down to a bit higher up with our chest, pressuring forward with our chest, freeing that arm, coming up on this hand or elbow, top leg, hip up, cool, you retract your knee and end up on the back. All right, let's go, 3, 2, 1.